Charlie came into my life 3 years ago. He was a golden retriever puppy with big paws and bigger ears and eyes that made me fall in love the moment I saw him. I had just lost my husband to cancer, 6 months of watching him fade, 6 months of hospital beds and quiet rooms, and learning to say goodbye. When he died, I did not know what to do with myself. Our house was too big. Our life was too quiet. I spent days sitting in his chair wearing his sweater, pretending he was still there. And my daughter bought me Charlie. She said, "Mom, you need something to love." She was right. Charlie saved me. He gave me a reason to get up in the morning, a reason to go for walks, a reason to keep living. He slept on my bed and ate at my feet and followed me from room to room like he was afraid I might disappear too. I loved that dog more than I had loved anything in years. Matt and my niece Jessica was 22 when I got Charlie. She came to visit sometimes. She thought Charlie was cute. She thought he was fun. She thought he was something she could take home whenever she wanted. I did not mind at first. She was young. She was family. She was my sister's daughter. I trusted her. That was my mistake. When my husband died, he left me more than grief. He left me money, enough to live comfortably, enough to help the people I loved. Mendy, I set up a college fund for Jessica when she was born. $60,000. Enough to cover tuition at a good school. Enough to give her a start in life. Her mother, my sister, had struggled. Single parent, 2 jobs, no savings. I wanted Jessica to have what her mother did not. A chance. I never told Jessica about the fund. Not until she turned 18. Then I sat her down and explained, "This money is for your future. Use it wisely," she cried. She hugged me. She said I was the best aunt in the world. I believed her. And best. She went to community college first. Then she transferred to a state school. She was not the best student. She was not the most focused. But she was trying, I thought. The money was in an account in my name. I paid the tuition directly. I never gave her access. That was the deal. That was the trust. She asked me once why I did not just give her the money. I told her because I wanted to make sure it went to what mattered. She smiled and said she understood. Bland, she did not understand. She just waited. Jessica started coming to my house more often after my husband died. She said she wanted to keep me company. She said she worried about me being alone. I was grateful at first. I was grateful to Ruru. At first, I was lonely. I was sad. I needed someone to fill the silence. She would sit on my couch and scroll through her phone while Charlie slept at my feet. She would ask about my day. She would tell me about hers. It felt like connection. It felt like family. But I started noticing things. She would take Charlie for walks and stay out longer than she said. She would post pictures of him on her social media, calling him her baby. She would buy him toys and treats and act like he was hers. I told myself it was harmless. She loved him. That was nice. Then she started asking to take him overnight. Just for a night, she said. "So you can have a break." I said no the first time, then the second time, then the third time. Each time she smiled and said okay. Each time I saw something flicker in her eyes. Something I did not want to name. The last time she visited, she brought a friend. A man I did not know. He had a keychain with a car rental logo. He kept looking at my front door, like he was measuring it. Then I asked Jessica who he was. She said just a friend. She said not to worry. I worried anyway. They left around 9 that night. Jessica hugged me longer than usual. She kissed Charlie on the head. She said, "See you soon." I went to bed at 10. Charlie slept at my feet like always. My phone buzzed. A text from Jessica. "I am taking the dog. Do not try to stop me." Bones, I read it 3 times. My hands were shaking. I looked at Charlie. He was still sleeping. I typed back. "What are you talking about?" No response. I called her. No answer. I called my sister. No answer. Mendes, I sat in the dark for an hour, waiting for something to happen. Nothing did. The night was quiet. The door was locked. Charlie snored softly beside me. At some point, I realized what the text meant. She had planned to take him tonight, while I slept. She had brought that man with the rental car keychain to help her. Something stopped her. Maybe I woke up. Maybe Charlie barked. Maybe her conscience finally whispered something she could not ignore, but she meant to do it. She meant to walk into my home and take the dog who saved my life. She meant to steal him while I slept. I did not sleep that night. I sat in my husband's chair with Charlie in my lap and I thought about $60,000. I thought about 18 years of love. I thought about trust and betrayal and what happens when family becomes strangers. Bonda. When the sun came up, I made a decision. I called the bank at Bod AM. I spoke to a representative. I explained that I needed to close an education fund, that it was in my name, that the funds were mine. Mained. The representative asked if I was sure. I said I was sure. Within an hour, the account was closed. $60,000 returned to me. Jessica's future erased with a phone call. I did not tell her. I did not warn her. I did not explain. She found out when her school called. Her tuition payment for the semester had been reversed. She was unenrolled. She was responsible for the balance. Meaned. Her phone call started at noon. Aunt Margaret, what happened to the money? Aunt Margaret, there must be a mistake. Yeah, Aunt Margaret, please call me back. I did not answer. The text came next. Please, please, please. I am sorry for whatever I did. I need that money, please. I saved every message. I did not respond. My sister called next. She was angry. She said I was cruel. She said Jessica was young. She said she made a mistake. She said family forgives. I told her about the text. I told her about the man with the rental car. I told her about my sleeping dog and the plan to steal him in the middle of the night. My sister went quiet. Then she said you cannot prove she was really going to do it. Mand. I said the text is proof enough for me. She said, you are destroying her future over a dog. Manja. I said Charlie is not a dog. Charlie is the reason I am still alive. And your daughter tried to take him from me while I slept. She had no answer. Jessica showed up at my house 3 days later. She was crying. She was shaking. She looked smaller than I remembered. She said she was sorry. She said she never meant to hurt me. She said the text was a joke. She said her friend talked her out of it. She said she would never have really done it. I looked at her standing on my porch. 22 years old. College almost finished. Future waiting. I asked her one question. If I had not woken up, would you have taken him? She did not answer. I closed the door. Yeah. She called my daughter next, begged her to intervene. My daughter listened to the story and said you threatened to steal her dog while she was sleeping. What did you expect? Jessica said it was just a stupid text. My daughter said it was not just a text, and you know it. The family took sides. My sister stopped speaking to me. Some cousins said I was too harsh. Some said I was right. I did not care. I had learned something important. Family is not blood. Family is who shows up when you are broken. Family is who protects you when you cannot protect yourself. Jessica did not show up. Jessica wanted to take, so I took back what was mine. It has been 2 years now. Jessica never finished college. She works at a retail store. She lives with her mother. She posts sad quotes on social media about betrayal and forgiveness. She still tells people I ruined her life. She tells them I canceled her college fund over a dog. She leaves out the part about the text. She leaves out the part about the man with the rental car. She leaves out the part about coming to my house while I slept to take the only thing that kept me alive. People believe her. People always believe the young pretty one with the sad story. Manager, I do not care what people believe. Charlie is 10 now. He is slower. His face is gray. He sleeps more than he walks. But he still follows me from room to room. He still rests his head on my lap when I sit in my husband's chair. He still saved my life every day. My sister called me last Christmas. She said Jessica wants to apologize properly. She said, can we come over? I said no. She said we are family. I said family does not steal from family while they sleep. She hung up. I have not heard from her since. Here is what I learned from all of this. Trust is not a gift you give once. It is something people earn every day. And when they break it, you do not owe them forgiveness. You do not owe them understanding. You do not owe them a second chance. I gave Jessica 18 years of love. I gave her $60,000 for a future she did not earn. I gave her access to my home and my trust and my heart. She gave me a text message at midnight telling me she was coming to steal my dog. That was the end of my generosity. Some people will say I went too far. Some people will say a college fund is too big a price for a dog. Some people will say I should have been the bigger person. Those people have never lost everything. They have never sat alone in a quiet house, wearing their dead husband's sweater, wondering if life is worth living. They have never had a golden retriever save them from drowning in grief. They have never had someone try to take that dog in the middle of the night. I do not expect them to understand. I do not need them to. I have Charlie. I have peace. I have a bank account with $60,000 that I am going to use to travel, to see the world my husband and I plan to see together, to live the life I thought was over. Jessica has her mother's couch and a retail job and a story she tells to make herself feel better. And that is not my problem anymore. If you are going through something similar, here is my advice. Protect what is yours, not just your money, your peace, your home, your heart. Do not let anyone make you feel guilty for setting boundaries. Do not let anyone tell you that family means accepting betrayal. Family is supposed to love you. Family is supposed to protect you. Family is supposed to show up when you are falling apart and hold you together. Brand. If your family does not do that, they are not family. They are just people you share DNA with. And you do not owe them anything. I loved my niece. I gave her everything I had. She tried to steal my dog in the middle of the night, so I took back my money. I took back my future. I took back my life, and I do not regret a single thing. And if you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more tales of betrayal, boundaries, and the courage to walk away. Click the bell for notifications. And remember, you are not cruel for protecting what is yours. You are strong.